Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets. Truly appreciate your time. It's about 6:30 here in Massachusetts, about 10 degrees before the wind chill. It's a beautiful, warm day. In light of yesterday's executive action announcement by President Obama, who cried in front of all the world leaders who already don't respect this country enough, I did a little research regarding the death rates that everybody's so up in arms about because of guns, these evil things that are just killing the population of the world all by themselves. And I think you might find the research interesting because nobody's telling you about it, at least nobody on the anti-gun agenda side. And the statistics show that gun crime has been on a decline for 20 years. Every year it's been declining for 20 years, with the exception of gun-free zones. That has gone up. I wonder why that could be. In 1993, there were 7 homicides by firearm for every 100,000 residents in America. But by the end of 2013, that number had fallen to 3.6 homicides by firearm for every 100,000 residents. Now, what else happened during that time period? Well, gun ownership in the country went up. More people started taking responsibility for their own safety, and they started getting trained with firearms. Bad gun crime goes down as good ownership of firearms goes up. In fact, the number of personally owned firearms rose from 192 million in 1994 to 310 million in 2009. So as you can see, it's a pretty drastic increase. You know, a lot of people own multiple firearms, especially if they're hunters, they have several rifles. If they're sports shooters, they have several different firearms. If they compete in 3-gun challenge, they have all kinds of stuff. So if you're an anti-gunner watching this, before you flip out, there are reasons why people have multiple guns. And no, you don't need a 30-round magazine for hunting, but remember, Paul Revere never said the deer were coming either. So like you might have been learning over the last few years, liberals do not like statistics, cold hard facts. Cold hard facts in this case are homicides and gun crime drastically decreased over a 20-year period. At the same time, responsible gun ownership drastically rose during that period. And the only place that gun crimes increased were in these newly created gun-free zones where all kinds of fish go in a barrel and people just come and shoot the fish in the barrel because the fish can't fight back. So put one and one together and figure it out for yourself. Is the agenda that's being pushed about gun-free zones and this free, safe utopia that can be created legit? Or is it just another scam to push their wants and their needs on everybody else? I believe the majority of America is smarter than that. But for far too long, we've been the silent majority. It's time to change that, guys. I know you might not want to be calling all kinds of representatives. I know you don't want to be typing emails to all these people. But believe me, if you don't take action now, we'll never have the chance to take this action again. Because they're going to ram all kind of stuff down our throat. And the only way to change it is going to be some serious action down the road. Call your congressman, call your representatives. I'll put a link in this description where you can find whoever your representative is. There's also apps on your iPhone. Congress is the name of one of them. There's all kinds of them that you can find who your representative is just based off of your zip code. I called my 3 representatives yesterday from Massachusetts. However, all 3 of them are bleeding heart liberals. Elizabeth Warren, who is a phony, fake, lying senator who claimed she was a Native American until somebody called her bluff and proved that she was lying all these years, but we elected her anyway. Well, not me. And Ed Markey, who's another bleeding heart liberal, phony, who says he lives in Massachusetts, but people know he actually lives in Maryland, but he got elected here anyway because he just keeps going with the bullshit propaganda. And here in central Massachusetts, our rep is Jim McGovern, who, again, is voting along party lines. So until we can get these type of people out, regardless of what side of the fence you live on, regardless of what letter you vote, whether it be a D, an R, or an I, or an L, whatever you vote, you still need to have people who represent the people, not the party agenda. And for far too often, it's been happening. We need to stop that. This is our country. They work for us. You just need to realize that. You are their boss. And when you start acting like that and start putting them in check, things will change. If you're into firearms and stuff, there's a link right here. I'm giving away a free iTuck holster from Tough Products. Check it out. If you like holsters, you're going to like something free. Hit subscribe. I'd love to have you. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Be safe.